Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out and they all agreed. Number 2, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I wrote all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal.
The problem with this whole situation isn't whether or not he's a caring, loving, engaged teacher or anything like that. And I know that people like to get distracted and they start to go into the weeds about stuff that's probably not relevant to why he got fired. As a man that understands and has lived through and has witnessed so many different guys lose their jobs, lose their form of employment, and even get locked up over things as simple as accusations, especially through the Me Too movement. As of the recording of this video in 2024, you got to be careful, big dog. And he gave you the first sign. He said, listen, the people, when I was live streaming this, apparently he was live streaming this, and he said the people that was in the chat, some people thought it was okay and some people thought it was weird. In a situation where things you don't really know or you're trying to figure it out or whatever and you just keep going forward, you got to be situationally aware enough to be able to take a step back. Because under no circumstances, and I mean under no circumstances, do you fumble the bag. And I know he telling this story about, hey, I was late to a meeting and I had to end class early and over my, 4 or 5 of my great best friends and they decided to take the hair down. I mean, clearly, just from optics, it doesn't seem like the dude is a bad guy at all, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna do anything inappropriate or whatever. You can have a debate about what you think class is for and all of that stuff or whatever, but the reality is that he doesn't seem like a bad guy. At the same time, you have the logo of the school that you work for. You are on TikTok Live, which everybody always got to go live on TikTok, which is one of the reasons y'all getting jammed up. Social media got y'all jammed up because y'all think that y'all need to do everything and whatever. And then last but not least, you got to abide by whatever the rules of the code of conduct or your contract is when you sign up as an employer. And that's why I always tell people think that everybody is supposed to understand your plight. You have to look at everything from a business perspective first. It doesn't mean that you can't love. It doesn't mean that you can't care for people. But what it does mean is that you got to protect yourself before you can protect other people. Let me see if there's anything left to this before we get to the other video.
Teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate.
But you're not a female teacher. And that's the key. You're not a woman. And that's what we have to realize is that as men, we are held accountable regardless of whether or not we right or wrong. It doesn't matter about whether you're a man or a woman or whatever. You are held accountable no matter what. And you have to protect yourself at all times because as he's going to realize, as he got fired as a result of this, society don't care nothing about your feelings. You know what they're going to say? The same thing I say to you on a regular basis. And the reason why I'm trying to gird you up, because it's not to make you feel good, it's to give you a reality check of what the world is going to think of you. F your feelings. So I guess this video is him then coming back and expressing his thoughts after the letters and stuff that's written on the behalf of the kids or whatever, or the kids wrote letters or whatever. And so now he's going to read that and he's going to give his thoughts afterwards of getting fired. This is crazy. Let me say this, bro. Y'all have to protect yourself. You cannot, under any circumstance, think that anybody is going to do it for you. I know that they keep telling you that everything is equal. It's not. Protect yourself, big dog.
Thanks to all the controversy that has come from this video that I posted, I wanted to come on here and read some of the messages that my students are.
What's up with all of the sad music? Like, what is he? I don't know, man. Listen, bro, I'm not a TikToker. I do post a TikTok because I don't have no choice. But making everything so overly dramatic is just it's so extra, bro.
Sending me during. Some of the messages that they've been sending me. During this time. Hey, bestie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay.
Lord help me. Keep me composed.
Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back.
Not the quiver lip.
I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things.
Hold on, fam. Did he go buy a podcast mic and a setup, throw the headphones on, and start quivering in front of the camera and then uploaded this? Come on, man. This is a lot, bro. This is a lot, bro.
I want you to know that the class and others got your back. We'll always stand behind you.
Christ.
And up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much. And can't wait for you to come back. I wish that this never happened because it feels like we're losing you.
Listen, fam, I'm not about to sit through this, through these letters. So this guy can be overly dramatic. I have no doubt in my mind that he probably feels passionate about what he's saying. But I'm not going to do it, bro. I can't do it. The fact of the matter is this. Protect yourself at all times. We see example after example after example where these streets don't love you and they going to go by the guideline or whether or not they want to protect. Because you got to remember on this side, too, everybody is getting mad and taking a position. Should he get fired? Should he not get fired? He's a representation of the organization that's paying them. They have to protect themselves. Because if anything happens or if anything goes wrong or if he's ever accused of something, nobody is going to care and they all going to go back to the school and they're going to say, hey, why didn't you protect my kid or why didn't you do something when the early signs was there or whatever? And so it's not that anything is wrong with him and he got to look at it from a business perspective. And so, nobody cares about your braids or nothing. It's about, we have seen examples before. Schools get sued, systems get broken, everybody lose their job, money get lost, lawsuits get thrown around. And so nobody can just take anybody's word for it anymore. Everybody got to operate above board. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Just dropped a video for y'all. And then we got Stock Club next week. So that's going to absolutely be awesome. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Should he have gotten fired? Do he not understand that you got to protect yourself at all times as a man? And should we have sympathy for him, or should this be a learned lesson and he'll be fine? I heard he's blowing up on TikTok and stuff like that. Maybe you can monetize a platform, find a sponsor, do something, find another job. I'm sure he'll be fine. I love you. I appreciate y'all. God bless. I'm out.